Hey traders, Daniel here with ImproveYourTrades.com, and once again I'm joined by my dad, Peter. Say hi, Dad.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the show.
So we'll get the disclaimer out of the way real quick. These videos are for educational purposes only. My dad and I have been talking about stocks for a few years together, so we decided to put them in a video. Don't take what we say as financial advice. Do your own research, make your own analysis and make your own financial decisions because we make our own financial decisions. And any stocks we talk about in this video, we don't currently have a position in. So there's that. All right, Dad, quick intro about yourself. How long have you been in the markets?
Yeah, hi, everybody. My name is Peter. I live out here in the Palm Springs, California area. Been in the stock market for about 50 years. Dabbled in stocks and purchasing options and looked at gold prices. And so the market is just a way of trying to find out where the economy is going. Everything that we purchase is traded on the stock market. If you jump on an airline, American Airlines, it's trading on the New York Stock Exchange or one of the exchanges. So it's a great way to earn money or extra money by doing your research and going from there. So
Yep. And I'm Daniel. I am a web developer. I own ImproveYourTrades.com. I've been in the market, in the stock market for about 7 years now. Had some really good trades, and overall it's been great. Learning a lot, meeting some really smart people. And again, here's our website, ImproveYourTrades.com/resources. Here's all the links if you need them. So go ahead and click those, bookmark this page, and you'll have a bunch of links to analyst websites and technical chart websites and all that stuff. So let's get into it, Dad, real quick. Might be a short video. What's the first stock? We're going to start with bar chart.
yeah, let's go with the first chart of Google. Everybody knows Google. It's a
Goog.
common household name now. Alphabet or Google.
Yeah. Where'd it go? Goog.
There it is.
Oh, was that options or something? Hold on.
No, there it is. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's the main common
All
stock.
right. So we're gonna look at bar chart right here. Bar chart says strong buy. We're gonna click, what was it? The yearly chart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yearly chart going up. Last year around this time it was 94 and now it's 146.
So when you are, whether you're a novice or you're an experienced trader, you're looking for a stock that is going in one direction or the other. On this one here is pretty evident. It's gone from 96 to 146, so therefore is an upward trend. So this is an excellent time, to learn. This is a stock you wanted to buy back in March of 2023 at 100, and now you would be making, almost $47 per share profit. So, and you can see where the stock has traded higher, going above higher, making higher highs versus making lower lows. That's where you have that upward trend.
Oh, and again, I wanted to point out, all these things, all these websites that we use are completely free. Besides TrainView, TrainView is free, but I logged in on this one to do all this stuff. But again, these are all free. You don't need to sign up. If you do sign up, sign up's free. Because I don't want to have to edit out my account info in all these videos, so I don't show like my actual trading platform. But yeah, and again, I want it. I want to feature websites and charts and stuff that people could use for free, without any money. So, scroll down on bar chart. It says strong buy, 41 analysts. There's not really any conflicting, so it looks pretty good. Bar chart saying get it. The chart looks like it's saying get it. So let's look at see what Zach says. So Zach's has it as a hold right now. So bar chart says go for it, and Zach says hold on to it. So let's
Yeah,
go ahead.
on Zach's is a very conservative research company that will take a lot of things into consideration, the earning trends, And that's why they've going from the, Google price started in that reddish area. Now it's trending upward. So now it's having some good growth. And that's why, from there we'll go to number one eventually. Google is a household name, always coming out with new products, and it's a great search engine. So let's see what else it shows.
Okay, so let's look at FinViz now. For FinViz, we're just going to look at, again, the yearly chart. We're going to look at, so this is the last year, again, what I say, well, this is 106 down here, all the way up to, again, 146 right here. Scroll down, earnings, they had earnings a week ago or so, on January 30th, after market close. You could see a lot of news. I'm just going to skim this. Again, I like reading all the headlines, and again, I could click on it if I want more details, but I'm going to go down and just look at the insider trading right here. We see lots of red. Director, VP, since, I mean, I think it's, there hasn't been any buying since last May. So, but, could be nothing. But there's a lot more red than green. So,
But at the same time, the stock has gone up from 100 to 146. So as they're selling, they are taking some profit. But the stock keeps on trending higher, even though with those sellers. So there's more demand for the stock, even though we have some insider traders, selling their positions.
yeah. So, and again, I don't want to spend too much time on stocks. I think we'll spend like a couple minutes for each one moving forward. So now it's time for predictions. Let me pull up what the last month looks like. So what's the last month? What's today? 7th. So January 7th. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. January 7th, about there. So that's about what the last month in Google looks like. Actually, let me put it like right here. Yeah, there you go. So I'll put last month here, and then
Right.
the next month, the next 30 days, right, will be right here. Let me just draw a little box. And if you guys ever have questions about TradingView and all the, cool things you could do, let me know in the comments, and I'll do like a little video about it. But basically, I'm drawing this purple box, and I'm going to split it right here. And I'm going to say, okay, Dad, which one? Let me draw a little line. Right. So this is our, what do you call it? The line in the sand, or, something like that.
Yeah,
Let's see. Hold on.
exactly. Like a support level line that we could go from. Will they go above or below the support level that we have there at 146?
Yeah.
Based on the trend, based on even the 1 year, even though it's gone up from 100 to 150, I still see the stock trending higher.
Okay. So Peter up here, and I'm no fool. So I'll be up here with you. So we'll come back again. Next time we visit this, it should be all the way, through the purple box, which will be, March 7th. And then we'll see what happens. I think it'll be above here, but I think it's going to run into some trouble. Well, we'll see. I mean, it crossed 150 pretty good. I was afraid of like the 150 line, but it's crossing that. So it's going to have to pass 160 now. So, maybe end of the
Yeah,
year, it's, 180 or something. Who knows?
and I'm sure that if you look at that big space of trading, that's a down gap where they must have had an announcement. Could have been earnings. Earnings could
That
have
was
fell a little
earnings.
bit
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
below expectations there.
Yeah. Because see, if I
So
click on this right here, earnings, boom.
yeah, and on that day they decided, hey, if I had a position in it, I don't trust this stock moving forward, so I'm going to sell it. And there was a down gap. They went down, quite a bit. But since then, it has, looks like it's stabilized, and now it's trending up, upward again. So I expect it to continue to move up.
Okay. Next stock.
And the next stock, let's go for uh, Lyft.
Wow, lift.
LYFT.
That's a
Yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna go with lift.
Interesting. I'm interested to see what this chart looks like. Wow, they're still saying buy. Look at this. Wow. Okay. It looks pretty sideways the last year,
Yep.
you know. I mean it's up, but it's kind of sideways. Bar chart saying buy, but it's kind of like a weak buy. And then you come down here and you have 3 strong buy, you have 26 hold, you have 1 strong sell, you know. So like again, it's like, you know, you have conflicting, you know, you have some analysts are like, yeah, totally get it, and the other ones are like, no, get rid of it, it's garbage. So
Exactly. I agree with Daniel. This stock here seems to have traveled sideways for the last 12 months. Analysts are unsure of its profitability. Uh, every stock is going to go up if it's making money. Just like we saw with Google, if you didn't make money, your stock would drop down like a rock. This one here just continues to trend water, and analysts are unsure if it's going to survive or not, or how well it is going to, remain in that kind of sideways position. So
yeah, right. Maybe it's getting ready to drop, you know, eventually, but it hasn't. I just, like you said, it's a tough sector. It's a tough area, you know, competition. Like Uber is right there, you know, like Uber just, how are you supposed to beat Uber? Uber's giant, you know. So
and
Zach's
it's
is saying, you know, again, hold, yeah,
hold it, along with the other 26 analysts to hold this stock. So when I looked at the stock, I thought, wow, this stock here can allow you to go do some research on your own, to see if this stock is worth an investment or nope,
right.
it's not. I'm going to stay away from this. This is a good educational trend that I could say, nope, I'd rather invest my money in another stock.
Yeah. One thing I want to say right now, just looking at FinViz, is I could see like this shelf right here, right? So this is a major support because it was resistance right here. And what is that? 12, you know, 12.50 or whatever, $13. It's this support looks so good. Like it cannot get down below $12, you know?
Right.
So who
So
knows,
with
you
that
know?
in mind, the previous support level was down to 10, almost down to $9 back in November. So
Yeah.
it went from 9 to 10, shot up to 16 almost. And
Yeah.
now, like Dan, you mentioned, now it's at trending at a $12 support level. Uh, and this has gone over for at least 30 days. So, the market's trying to decide which way the stock's going to go.
Yeah.
Uh, and my decision in the stock, just based on this trend after it hit those lows, I think it's going to trend upward. I think it's going to
Yeah.
go ahead and take that support level like a diving board and spring up,
Right.
maybe challenge those $16 highs again.
Absolutely.
And so that's where I see the stock going.
Yeah, it's got to challenge the 16 for sure, you know, because it just went up so strong. And again, this floor it's building is like, you know, they're trying to push it lower, but there's also no volume. You know, if you
There's
look down here at the, you know, like you could see just there's, you
good
know,
observation.
that's why it's sideways, you know, there's not a
Great
lot.
observation. There's
Yeah.
not, yeah, exactly. There's not much interest in the stock until the stock comes out with something that is going to attract the buyer, the
Yeah.
investor to go ahead and let's push the stock
The
up and start
institutions.
demanding a
Yeah.
higher price.
hmm
No, that was a good point.
Um, Yeah. But again, me personally, like you said, springboard, I love this stuff. I love where it's like a spring. It's like it's just coiling up, coiling, you know, the more price action that happens in a little channel, it's kind of like you know, it's just ready to go, you know, like you're just winding it up and you know, all of a sudden it's gonna pop. So, you know, yeah. But again, we don't have a position in this. See, they have earnings next week, dude. You know, I think their
So,
earnings are going to be bad, honestly.
well, I mean, like you mentioned, it's very competitive field. You have Uber, you have all the other food companies that deliver, uh, all of their products and services. So,
Yeah, right.
and then here on
Yeah,
Vinvis, you see a lot of downgrades. You see a
yeah,
lot of the, major analysts, Goldman Sachs,
yeah,
uh, you know, uh, Wells Fargo downgrading the stock over the last, year or so. So if it's up, can the stock reach profitability? The business model may need to be changed, and let's see if they can do it.
What's funny here, first article under Lyft, it says Uber stock alert. Uber just posted its first ever profit, and Uber's down 5% today. So just posted their profit and they're down. So again, the market's completely backwards. You could have good earnings and your stock tanks, like Google. They had that gap down and they probably had good earnings, so it's always backwards. Let's look at insider trading real quick. Obviously lots of red, but again, that's what this market, right? Because we're at all-time highs, people are going to start, taking profits and, or doing taxes, selling for taxes. So let's see. I guess we'll make our predictions real quick. So again,
Yeah.
let me do the last month, which is here. And then I'll just draw a box around the next month. Okay, so today to the 7th. All right, so again, our line is, where's the price? Right here, price. And then where are you going?
I'm going higher. I'm going.
Yeah, cool.
I'm bullish on this stock
In the
going
next 30
to
days, yeah, me
15,
too.
$16. We both don't have a crystal ball. We don't know what earnings are going to be projected, but based on the trend, we'll see, it looks without
Yeah,
an earning report that it's going to trend higher.
yeah. So again, look at the last month. It's just like boom, 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 trying to hammer that 1240, 1220. What's this point right here? I thought I could click on the point. I guess
Like
not.
1220, or yeah, down low on the candle there.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah. All right, next stock. So, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So on the next stock, let's go to Walt Disney. Let's see how Mickey Mouse is doing.
Man, you're bringing out I haven't
Well, I
checked
mean,
Disney in forever, because Disney to me, like last year they were down, dude. They were just down bad.
and exactly, I have not seen the stock in a while, and I just looked at it today, and I go, Disney has been hammered down. You know, after COVID, people are slowly going back to amusement parks. They're slowly coming out with some decent movies. Is your streaming service working? And this is what Disney's all about now. It's just not about amusement park. They have a lot of different other revenue sources. So let's see where
Yeah.
they're at. It's a strong buy at $99.
I feel like I knew bar chart was going to say that regardless of what the chart said. Because again, certain websites or certain agencies, they're bullish, on certain stocks just because they are, like you said, it's Disney, like they're not going to go away tomorrow. So, okay, strong buy. It's at 99.
And
99.14.
yeah,
And
wow.
again, down here, lots of green. So there's, 15 analysts strong buy. Let me jump over to Zach's just because I don't know how much time we have. Zach's, I bet you say hold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boring. Disney. Let's look at a couple things. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, like I said, 99. It wants to get to 100 with that bullish flag right there.
Right. It was trending down, from May to the end of the year, and now it seems I found some traction uh, moving
And see, look,
forward,
it
going into
literally had
2024.
earnings today. So I don't know if you knew that or not,
No.
but they just had earnings after market close today, like
Okay.
an hour ago. So let's look real quick at the headlines. Disney is throwing spaghetti against the wall, seeing what sticks with new content. Okay. Uh exclusive Taylor Swift concert. I want to see earnings though. Like I want to see, they have ESPN, they have the Hulu, they have, like they have all that stuff. Regional banks under pressure. We should have pulled up some bank stocks. I heard banks are just like hurting. Um,
I don't see earnings anymore posted there.
well,
You
it's
think it?
yeah, usually it's up here because it's aftermarket. But see, it's almost like they're hiding it. It's almost like they're doing the whole Taylor Swift thing and they're like, hey, check out Taylor Swift. It's like, no, tell me your earnings, Disney. Like, I want to see your numbers. All right. I don't see anything yet. Insider trading, not too bad, you
Not too
know.
bad.
All right, let's go to, I mean, this is kind of like, well, it's not obvious. So again, we're at the 100, you know.
Right. I mean, does it hit
So,
resistance here? Are people going to
right.
be happy from what the 20 points upward swing, take their profits and run, or will they keep this long term for the next six to
Yeah,
nine
I got to
months?
zoom out more. I got to see, there was some stuff up here. There was a lot of weird action up here last year at
Yeah, and
100,
I'm sure the
102.
stock was much higher than 100. I'm sure if we went back 2 or 3 years to look for a bigger trend,
Yeah,
you would see the stock has been falling,
yeah,
due to, maybe low attendance, movies flopping uh, at the box office. I think what's kept them going maybe is your streaming service. But now there's a lot of competition in streaming services.
yeah.
So Disney, you always have to sometimes go back to, your business model and see if it's working. If it's not, you got to tweak it. You got to make adjustments.
Right.
So on
And
this
they,
stock here, though, with the trend, I would say that it's still going to go up a little bit higher since it's been down for the last year and a half, 2 years. So I think it's going to trend a little bit higher, maybe to 110, 115.
all right.
So I will be bullish on the stock.
I'll go. I think, I don't think it's ready to stop, but I think 6 months from now, I think it'll still be under 100. I think it'll go above 100 for a while and then come back down,
Yeah,
under
but
100.
yeah, but Daniel, you always have to consider that at the end of the first quarter, people will be going on vacation. Maybe people are ready to get out
Yeah.
and visit the amusement park, which has been their the bread and butter as far as revenue.
Yeah.
Unless they come out with a great movie that I'm not aware of. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And
but this stock is going to
I
go
don't
ahead.
know what their like how much of their revenue is based on the amusement park, how much is based on
Yeah.
movies, how much is based on streaming service, so, and I'm sure those numbers change all the time, right? They're going to spend more money on streaming, or if they're working on new Marvel movies, they're going to have, all that going on. So, um, yeah, and I feel like it's a slow couple of months coming up for Disney, because like you said, people will be going to the parks closer to summer. I'm sure new movies will be coming out closer to summer, streaming services, they always push signups like Q3, So again, I feel like a lot of this recent success could have been because of the holidays, or something like that, or again, people sign up for streaming services and then they cancel after the first month because they watched
Yeah,
everything or whatever, So,
true.
okay. Last one more quick.
Let's go to Chase JP Morgan. Let's go to a bank.
JPM.
JPM.
Dude, 100% strong buy.
Strong buy. See,
What? I mean, great. It's great that it's a buy, but 100%, come on, guys, All right.
17
So,
strong buys though.
yeah,
Wow.
they love
They're
it.
all
They
in.
love JP.
They're all in.
That's probably their bosses. That's why. All right. So, Zax, what do you think? You think that'll be our first?
I Our first two.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I was gonna say not a one, dude. Oh, they
Oh,
got it.
there's a two. Well, I think a one's pretty hard to get unless you're
Yeah.
very. I mean, the stock looks strong, but so it's a two.
Yeah.
So
But again, it's JP Morgan. It's, it's giant, like what do you, they're not gonna go out of business tomorrow, hopefully. I
no,
don't
it's
know
two
these days,
banks
but
that joined together, and I mean, they are probably the gold standard when it comes to banking.
yeah. I like this part right here too, industry rank. It tells you like, where they're ranking on their out of their industry. So it's kind of cool. Um, if anyone
So
wants to look into that, look at FinBiz real quick. Wow.
look
Wow.
at that. Look
What?
at that. That's a huge
Like, what did
jump
it
from
do?
from November.
How? All right.
Wow.
So earnings, I'm assuming their earnings did good. Upgrades, yep, we know. Okay, red. Not too bad for insiders. Trying to think of anything that I noticed volume. Oh, look at this. So volume's been dropping the last month. It's kind of, so volume's on a downtrend, but the price is on an uptrend. But when you look at the price, you can see the candles getting weaker and smaller and, more spaced out. So it'll be interesting. So it's 175. And then if I go to JP Morgan on here, we could kind of see like what's been happening the last month. Kind of. Where's my volume on here? I'm not sure if I could add it real quick. Volume.
Yeah, on this stock here, when you get to our decision, I'm thinking this stock here is reached its top. I mean, it's had a great run. You know, if I did buy down there at 135 and it's 175 for a conservative bank, I would be selling. So I think it's near its top. So I would say the next 30 days it's going to trend lower than where it's at.
Okay.
Maybe back down to 165 or so.
Yeah. So let's set 180 as our magic line.
Okay.
And then let me just draw it real quick. 180. Because it'll be interesting to see what happens at 180. So what are you doing? So you're going above 180 or below?
I'm going below 180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll be wrong. But I think, when you look at the big picture, a good chance is to stay bearish on this. But again, it's like, man, what a run. What a run.
Well, it's a big run. Then you always have to be careful. I mean, it's always very difficult to pick a top or bottom of a stock.
Yeah.
And if you get to 180, 182, you may think, okay, it's made a brand new all-time high, so I'm all in. And then all of a sudden the stock next day, crashes down 10, 15%, then reverses its trend. So that's why I think it may, you're right, it may touch 180, may touch 182, and then it's going to reverse itself. If it does, that might, bring in additional buyers. And now you're owning the stock at 180, but now the stock's currently at 160. So yeah, I would be careful with this stock as it travels higher. For sure, this is short term, I would be, selling.
Okay. Well, that's it. I think
That's it, guys.
all the time we have. Thanks for watching, Dad.
Yep.
Say goodbye,
Thanks, everybody. Improve your trades by doing your research. Like I said, what Adalia and I are trying to do is just give you insight, but take your time, look at different. You can click on several of these websites and make the right decision.
Cool. Well said. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thanks, everybody.